trouble up out of turn 4. 2 cars, 3-4s make it now 6 cars. It all breaks loose out of turn 4. Jerry Hill's involved. There's Kerry Earnhardt spinning around the car number 2. Cars coming down across the grass. Mark Gibson has come to rest against the inside pit wall. There is Kerry Earnhardt, MB&A Chevrolet. He's one of at least a half a dozen cars bringing out the second caution flag today.
And there we see Mark Gibson's car, as Jerry said, down against the inside wall. Skip Smith, the 28 car, CW Skip Smith. Some pretty good damage to that car.
Yeah, that's the Shopback Chevrolet, the former Pennsylvania State Trooper. Going to run the full tour as best he could this year in ARCA. And the leaders have slowed down for the second caution flag today. All breaking loose a moment ago in
Where's
turn 4.
Kurt Chummerty? He's back in, what, is that Chummerty back in 5th place? Yes, it is. I wonder, man, what if he's got a problem or he just backed off and these other folks passed him?
See if we can see what happened again here on lap number 12, coming off of turn 4.
Well, the car is already spinning. That's C.W. Smith that's spinning off turn 4. And there's Shane Hupp in the 74 car getting bumped from behind, turned around, backing in the fence. There's Whittemore spinning, Kerry Earnhardt.
Yeah, Kerry was just in a bad place. He tried to make an evasive move and got run in the side of and knocked into somebody to his right and then back across. And that's what happens. One car spins out in front of everybody. Everybody starts to make evasive action, and you're already 3 and 4 wide. There's no place to get away from it.
Roof cam for Dill Whittemore. We'll take a look at his viewport. Not much to see, but smoke.
Oh, he gets hit from behind, and around he goes. Down through the grass.
See, and that's a perfect example of what's going on. He's trying to make a move, an evasive move, and somebody else is making the same move for the same spot. He gets run into, and they both get knocked out.
And Frank Kimmel may have a problem. The Advanced Auto Parts Chevrolet doesn't seem to be up to speed. In fact, slowing down. He is down on the apron, having just pitted a little bit ago. His car very slow, entering turns 1 and 2. And caution, Ed Kennedy's car number 00.
And already another car, Randall Ritter goes around. I think he got a bump in the 84 car of Norm Benning.
They saw some smoke out of one car. It might have been out of the Kimmel car, but the 00 of Ed Kennedy goes around. Randall Ritter in the 31 car has also had hard contact. Ray Dunlap.
Jerry, this is the exact same situation that we saw 1 year ago for Bobby Gerhart. He stayed out there longer than everyone else because he had good fuel mileage, and we had a few cautions early. He gets the caution late, will be able to pit under caution, and that put him in position to win this race in 1999.
As Benny said earlier, it's better to be lucky than good.
We're going to take a turn and a half of fight out of the left rear. Everyone top. All right, we're all in agreement. Tires. 4 tires. I'll roll the left front. I need someone to roll the left rear. Grady, roll the left rear, buddy.
Talking about Grady Humphrey.
Bobby, how's the windshield? Don't even worry about it, guys. Just get me free.
Get me free.
All right, take a look at what happened to bring out the caution, the 00. That is Ed Kennedy out of Coppell, Texas.
He gets hit from Brian Ross. Gets in the back of Kennedy. And look at Ron Cox go by in the 23 car. And there we see Norm Benning get in the back of Randall Ritter. Ritter right across in front of Ronnie Hornaday. And Ritter in the outside wall, but Benning and Hornaday able to continue on.
The 2 cars damaged in this incident. Of course, the 00 of Kennedy, and the 31 there is Randall Ritter. Now, we mentioned that Frank Kimmel was slowing down. We saw his car. He is just creeping along on the apron. And now pulls the car down. Let's check in on his pits with Ray.
Well, Jerry, we told you about a number of cars that had to go to the back, and one of those was Lyndon Amick because he had an engine go bad and they had to change it. Kimmel had an engine go bad earlier this week, too, but it was before qualifying. So their racing engine, the one they wanted to use for this race, had a bad valve train. They had to put a backup engine in it right now, and it just broke. So Frank Kimmel done for the day here at Daytona.
Spinning down the back straightaway on the grass. Up against the inside inside retaining all. The car number 60 spinning down there. Rich Martin out of
Caution now,
Mooresville.
wave those guys off. It's in the backstretch. It's on the backstretch.
That will bring out the caution flag with less than 10 to go. It'll be 8 to go this time by. And this caution flag there is the Markle car that spun, the car number 60. Spun across the grass and came to rest. Guy refires and comes down, brings out the caution for the 5th time here on lap 72. And Benny, this caution will benefit a number of drivers.
Well, it'll help all those guys that had some space between the leader and themselves. But they still have only got about 5 or 6 laps to be able to pass and get back to the front. So it's still going to be a difficult task to win. There we see Markle coming off the corner. I think he's going to get a tap right there. Norm Benning, wasn't it?
Like the 84 car of Norm Benning. The Sobey Beverage Coachman RV Chevrolet was with a car back there. The ARCA veteran, and may have gotten a little tap on the rear quarter panel. There's David Keith. David Keith's got some horsepower. He has Robert Yates engines on board, and if you're new to motorsports, Robert Yates engines are what's in Dale Jarrett's car that was very, very successful earlier today here at Daytona. The Bud Shootout qualifying race and the Bud Shootout. A lot of horsepower in that car number 95.
Also went in pole position for the Daytona 500.
Challenge up front. Gerhardt goes high. Gets help from Lyndon Amick in the car number 99.
Get away from him! Get away from him! You got it! Come on! Get away from him!
He said, get away from him. Don't get too close to him, because if you get close to him, the cars will start slowing down.
From him, Bobby! Get away from him!
They bog each other down. The closer they get, they bog. You see this other crowd is caught up on the backside. All those cars that were way behind a minute ago are caught back up. And Gerhardt, they're trying to get Gerhardt, but as you move up, you see Amick go to the inside. Now they're 3 wide. You don't know what to do in this situation.
Oh, man, oh, man.
Inside, Bobby. Still inside.
And here comes Sherman on the inside.
Bottom of the racetrack.
Inside.
Four
Clear,
wide.
clear.
Kirk Shelburne will make it back to 3 wide. In behind Harmon. What a scramble.
Bobby, come on!
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not sure we should be talking. This pretty much speaks for itself right here.
Come on, Bobby, get him now.
Oh, they're going to crash. David Steele and Shauna Robinson.
That's it.
Meanwhile, they're racing back for the win.
They will race back to the checkered flag. The white has come out. The last lap of the race, and they will come back. The first one back will win.
They got a race because I think these guys were almost past the line when the caution came out, and it is the last lap of the race.
It is these 5
Track is
cars.
clear, Bobby. The right track is clear. Go for it.
David Keith, Gerhardt, straight. Out of turn 4. 200 yards from the checkered flag.
All to do, boys. Take it low. Take it low.
And David Keith will win the 37th running of the Pro2Call ARCA 200 at Daytona.
Billy, come here. This is unbelievable, guys. This group is having a lot of fun, and this is Billy Poindexter, the crew chief. Unbelievable. Now, Gerhardt says you guys are a lap down. You just took the checkered flag. They say you're the winner. What's the story?
I don't know. I'm just going by scoring, what my spotter says, everybody. I'll tell you what, from where we unloaded this week, we were so far behind. We didn't get to test this car. This crew pulled together. We worked hard, a lot of late hours in the shop. I can't say enough for Mr. Sadler. Robert Yates gave us great motor. Mr. Sadler bought us some great cars for us. We're going to run some races this year. This is the way we're hoping to start out all year.
The car wouldn't run at all in qualifying. You guys talked it over, changed the cowl, and that made the entire difference on this race car.
We made some cowl changes and then some spring changes, shock changes, stuff like that. It's come together. We've worked real hard. I mean, I don't know what to say to all these guys right here. Where we unloaded this week, I mean, it's almost like a miracle.
Okay, that's Billy Poindexter, the crew chief on David Keith's car. Of course, he won at Michigan, but this one will certainly be the biggest victory if it stands up.
Wow, what a scramble. Take a look at this finish. Watch the squeeze here. Watch the 01 on the inside, the black car. Sean on the outside.
And we see Lyndon Amick gets a car out of shape. But they're still okay until all of a sudden Shauna Robinson and Lyndon and David Steele make contact. Steele and Shauna Robinson meet nose to tail.
Wow.
It's almost like a snowplow. Lyndon Amick pushing them along.
Flying wedge at 186 miles an hour. All those cars able to roll back away. And David Keith, at 26 years of age, will get his first ever win in Daytona. We'll talk with him in a moment.